Turn the brightness down. Set this thing up. Man, this is gonna definitely fall and just lodge itself directly in my cranium, in my skull. It's gonna shatter my brain stem. All right, YouTube. And we're gonna put, we do not disturb. All the fixins. Okay, let me get my chat. Let me get my chat going. I don't know really how to manage a stream from mobile. Can you even? I guess not. That kind of stinks. I guess I'll have to just go to YouTube. Okay, let's go to youtube.com. And mute myself. Live chat. All right. Yeah, I'm the one watching. Let's do a pog. Do a little pog up there. Be cute. Oh, cool. So Carlitos works. That's pretty sick. All right. Are we good to go? I think so. All right. And this should be 720p. I guess that's not terrible. All right, let's just kind of crank this down a little bit if I can. Okay. How does that look? A little too much. Went overboard. How about that? Please? That's almost, I think that this is just about the best we'll get it, but we'll give it a little more oomph just to see. How do I sound? Good, but we'll give it a little more oomph just to see. I liked it better before. Yeah, okay, that's good. All right, so we've got this G4 iMac. It's a nice little guy. I really like these. This is for my work. I'm at my job right now. It's a computer shop. And we are going to give this guy a little bit of loving and a new hard drive. So I did take this apart yesterday. This is the hard drive we're going to use. Check this out. It's old as hell. This is IDE. That is. Look at that. Look at those pins. See? Instead of a SATA, it's like all these IDE pins. I love it. So, first things first, I should set down, we'll get some bubble wrap for the screen. Because the screen should always be kind of, you should put some kind of cushion. I'm going to move the hard drive over here for now. You should always have some kind of cushion. Stupid bubble wrap. Come on. There we go. You should always have some kind of cushion for it because it is, an old LCD. These aren't very tough. Oh, let's take a look at the tools for today. We've got a serious number of different stupid bits and a screwdriver thing. And I'm going to go and look up iFixit iMac G4 15-inch. I did this yesterday, so I've kind of done this now, but this is probably 700 megahertz model, I think. Knowing the shit that I've had to deal with. Okay, I think this is the tutorial I used yesterday. Yeah, so first things first. We say hello, chat. I see someone in there. There's someone spying on me. Oh, they left. There we go. Let us begin. So first things first, we just lay this sucker down gently on the bubble wrap that I set up for it. Nice and soft. There we go. And then these are easy ones. These are just Phillips head right here. They strip very easily, I've learned. Also, the bit that I'm using is kind of big. So it's not helping, but it's the only one I have here. This place, this godforsaken place. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at that. We're done. I wish. So, man, you know what I should do? I should really set up I should set up like another angle. Like with a camera. I don't really have a camera that I could do it with. I guess I could open QuickTime Player, make a new movie, just kind of two-time it in HD. I can still see the chat like that. Yeah, there we go. Start recording. Cute. Okay, you guys won't be able to see the other angle, but I am recording a repair video. This is for work, so I will be able to utilize that other angle for this repair. Let's get the computer plugged in real quick. MagSafe. Okay, so before you dick with this, you should always touch that right there to ground yourself. And then what I need to do is I need to switch to one of my bits. I need to use the I believe the T15. Yeah, T15 Torx. So that should go in right there. There we go. Look at how long this screw is. This is an unbelievably long screw. Look at that. And I keep them in the little tray that my bits came out of, just to keep them organized. There we go. I've seen instructions that say to like, oh, take your RAM out and all that jazz, but it's really not required. It's really not required. Okay. So, got those four. Now, it's kind of a tricky thing. So you have to, this is going to be where the most of the connectors are. So that's one of the more delicate things to pull apart. But you basically just work your way around, and see, since I've been in here, this came off more easily already. But this spot right here, you have to pull directly downwards to disconnect a pretty intense kind of ribbon cable assembly, I guess you could say. It's such a pain working on this thing. There we go. All right. And from this point, I usually pull on it a little bit. You can see the innards. And then I rotate this back. Like on the side, kind of like that. So see, I rotate it downwards where I can set the inside of the pail, I guess you could call it. And when I got in here, the guy that worked on this last, I should put new thermal paste on there and all of that jazz, but it's really not a priority. And then there's that stupid airport cable. That needs to get reconnected. There we go. I mean, if anyone, wants to put an airport in this machine, it should come fully assembled so they don't have to deal with it. All right. So up next, to disconnect a couple things. we need to not kill, but we need to disconnect this power cable. Pull that little clip, and then this should just pull up and out like that. That's the power supply, and there should be a little blue tab, or actually this might just come up. This is an IDE cable. This is for both the disk drive and the hard drive, and that should just pull up and out like that. Okay. Now we have a little bit of an easier workspace with those out of the way. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to switch from the T15 to the T8, the T10, I think. What was it here? Was this the T9 or the, there we go. I think T10 is the magic one here. Oop, screw that in. Of course, you know, in true Apple fashion, they had to include an entirely different screw for the disk drive guard, which came off much easier. You see all this tape? This was such a pain to get off. All right, up next, we're going to take out this fucker, and I think I have to use a T. This requires a T9, and I don't have it, so I have to use a T8. And because of that, I have to be gentle because some of these screws, I'm looking at this one mainly, strip very easily. You can kind of see it jumping around. So pull that out, make sure I'm grounded before I get into these. Oh shit. That one. Okay. Let's give the 10 a try. The 10 might be friendlier. There we go. I'm telling you, these are scary screws, man. Terrifying. I'm going to post the thing in my Discord real quick. Don't show that again, okay. Oh! Did they, no way they dropped 12.2 right in the middle of my stream. Come on, bro. You can't do this to me. I need that update. Okay. This screw was missing, so all that's left is this little booger right down here. And then comes a world of pain and misery, because I have to pull this stupid disc thing out. Okay. I hate this part. There's a bunch of cables, so I have to be gentle with this. But firmly, this has to pull out. And last time I did this, it was like, yeah, see, it's caught on something. It always gets caught on something right at this point. And you have to just kind of, it really hurts my soul to pull it out like this. But, there we go. And there we are. We're kind of at the top of this computer. So this is a cool view. You can't really see it on the stream, but the inside of this thing is very cool. It's got a little fan and a little speaker. And this right here is where the hard drive is going to go. So now, and really this hard drive should have like a screw holding it in. I could probably, to be honest with you, I could probably get one of those. But for now, let's put this Molex in. Are you sure you're ready? It'll never come out. Yes, I'm ready. And why is this laid out like this? I hate this. This cable is so stiff. It's so stiff and difficult to work with because it's all folded up and goofy. I have to kind of cram it over to the side so it'll even plug into this stupid thing, this hard drive. Oh, there it is. should just be able to kind of scoot this back into place. I need to get some hard drive screws. So I'll be right back. Yeah, be right back. Okay, back. Wow, thanks, Matthew. Thanks for that. Really insightful comments that I tend to accrue on this channel from my intellectual fan base of both friends and viewers. That ought to be the right screw. Yes, I mean, you know, it's right enough. Go. And this is really not of utmost importance that this gets screwed in all the way. I just need these screws to hold this hard drive in place so I can put this machine back together without shit falling all over the place. Okay. If I could give some service to the community. This community would fall apart without you, Matthew. I don't think you even realize. We'd fall into chaos, war, famine, maybe? I'm not really the authority on, you know, the apocalypse, but those are just a few things I think would happen. There you go. You little booger. Okay, so that hard drive is in there pretty tight. Need to make sure these cables are running to everything properly. All right. Whew. Now comes the pain in the ass of just putting this all back together. So that hard drive is in there, and I need to make sure that these cables stay sticking out so I can actually put them back into the computer. And man, that, oh no, never mind. No, there's still some bullshit. There's always when you work with these kind of computers, always something that you're missing. And oh, you didn't do that right, you moron. And so this is tougher. So I got this all put together last time without a hard drive. So I'm a little bit at a loss for, it has something to do with the hard drive and its placement. But I did something wacky. And I don't want to press on it like that. That's not good. Make the right true computer. Is it one of these cables here? Do I need to make sure that the cable isn't in my space? Because that's where the hard drive, oh, wow. Yeah, of course. Of course, my hard drive screws are too big. They're too big. Oh, tight. Just like my... Thanks, Matthew. I take back every compliment that I gave you. So we're going to have a little bit of a difficult time here with this guy because the screws are not correct. And I really don't have the time to go and root through the bin of screws to decide what is correct. So I'm going to have to think of an alternative solution for this hard drive. I might have to sort of tape it down in some sort of way, maybe to keep it. But what I'm afraid is because these, the little pieces of machinery are going to heat up, and the tape might cause problems. So let's give it a shot of just putting it in like this, like so, kind of barbarian style. Just free, no screws. The person that takes this apart is going to have a very bad time when they get this computer. Oh, there he goes, there he goes. Yeah, they're not going to have a good time reassembling this piece of shit. Yep, and it's already fallen out. Well, actually, it's kind of fallen directly into where it needs to fall. So I wonder if I can use that to my advantage and just finagle the rest of this computer together around it. Are you at work for this? Yeah, I am at work for this. Hello, Mocha. Welcome to the stream. Go back to work. Okay. But I love you. Don't electrocute yourself. Thank you. I thought for a second you were telling me to. Okay, the gloves have come off because this is so irritating. Oh, maybe if I just get this guy up and over. Oh! I think we did it. Yes! I got it in. It's the first time I've ever said that phrase in my life. Okay. Unfortunately, the airport came undone again, but everything else looks like it's in good shape, so I'll just have to put the airport back. Oh, okay. You know what? This part was not fun. Remember this? Putting these two screws back. Sad Gabby noises. Which kind of Gabby are we talking? Are you Gabby, or are we talking like AOT Gabby? There are a lot of noises for that wacky character. And I really should thermal paste this, but this is not going to... I'm on a time crunch to get this project done, basically for my job. And so... Go in. There we go. There we go. Last one of these. Go all the way. Oh, okay. Hard drive is in there. All the right cables are sticking out. We're doing so much better than the first time I took this machine apart. I took this apart a couple days ago to assess what the problem was with it, because we basically pulled it out of the back room, and disk drive wasn't working, no signs of life. And after playing with it a little bit, we realized, or I opened this thing up for the first time. I've never worked on one of these machines. The previous guy who had this worked on had the hard drive taken out, and they did not bother to plug anything back in. Literally, like again, the display, yeah, but nothing else. The disk drive wasn't, the airport wasn't. The only thing they did do was the power supply, which is funny to me that they bothered putting that together. All right. we just put all the plugs back. Nice and snug. I need a power cable on this side. Thank you. Be kind, be gentle, please, to each other. Power supply. And, you know, just to be kind, we'll do the airport. I'm just that kind of guy, you know? It's just who I am. If I could get the stupid thing, I'm gonna put a little pressure on these cables. Just real quick. There we go. Airport, where it belongs. And then just stick it kind of behind that thing. Okay, everything's returned to its place. Now we just have to make contact with that thing. That has to plug back in properly. Oh, and I'm pretty sure just like that, I'm a genius. Oh my gosh, I'm amazing. Okay. Fucking every time, dude. That little bitch, that airport, gets stuck. The little airport. Everything else sounds like it is. Ooh. Well, it was. Now I have to do this again. Airport, I swear to God. You need to know your place. Okay? And your place is right there. Okay? So now, we just do this again. I wish I had a way to show you this angle I'm working at, but it's very difficult. There we go. I think that is all the way around. And I need a T15. Back. You're butchering it, noob. Stop! Please don't say that, dude. Dude, I'm literally so sensitive, man. It's not cool. When you talk to me like that, like, it's just not cool. It's so many layers, so many levels of not cool, dude. Okay? Are you screwing? Those are all lined up with their proper I/O. Do the grinding. I mean, these screws are just like that. It's just scary. There's a lot of scary stuff about this machine. It makes a really funky sound when you put discs in it. What's poppin', young blood? What's up, dope sniper? You know what is cool, dude? BAM Electronics. That is so true. Literally, so cool. The coolest thing I in my life have ever experienced is BAM Liquidation. Located at something. I don't know the address. I don't work there. But I do. Stick that in. Switch the flips. I wouldn't put all the way back together, but I'm on a time crunch. And also, this is just a pain in the ass because I just don't want to set the RAM directly down on the... I put cardboard because there's carpet on the table that I'm working with and I didn't want to, you know, I don't know, zap it or something. But now this machine is together and significantly heavier. Let's go grab a power cable and see if it boots. Okay, Be right back, folks. Just gonna grab power cable. It's right over here. Excuse me. Okay. Now, what did I even put in it? I put a new hard drive in it. This didn't have a hard drive. There's a problem here because I'm trying to put Mac OS 9 on it. This was one of the last ones that could support original classic OS 9. The problem is OS 9 cannot recognize a hard drive larger than 128 gigabytes. And literally the only single ID hard drive that we possess in this business was 2 terabytes. So I have to find some kind of wacky way to make a 2 terabyte drive work. And so what I did was I made some copies of other Mac OS versions. Hopefully those I can partition the drive and make it friendly. I've got Cheetah, which is 10.0. I've got Tiger, which is 10.4. The last this one should support, and 9.2.1. So those are the versions. All right, here's the moment of truth. Let's see if it boots. Let's go. Let's go. And there's the drive spinning up. And I hear the hard drive. And we have liftoff. We have a picture. This is awesome. Okay. So I don't think it'll open the drive on its own. I think I have to boot into open firmware now. And there's that drive spinning down. And option OF on older PowerPC Macs, there used to be this thing called open firmware, which is pretty cool. There we go. I'm in open firmware. So I should say eject CD. Fuck, it can't open. Dude, come on. Okay. It's possible that when I opened it back up, I loosened the IDE cable that was in there. So we gotta go back. Back to the future. All right. That can't open eject device is typically the sign that there's no connection with the thing. Because I know this works. Yesterday it worked when I reconnected it. So what I'm expecting is I jacked up. I love the look of these iMacs. What's up, man? What's up, 20Es? Welcome. Going back in because I can't do... I repaired this thing just fine when no one was watching. But of course, when I stream it, I have to mess it up. In front of everybody. Everybody being 5 people, but more people than I have as friends. Ground myself. I have a copy of 10.3. Nah, it's cool. I got 10.0 and 10.4 over here. Otherwise, though, everything else worked fine. We had a picture. We had a sound. We had mouse and keyboard. I/O worked perfectly. Yep, it is how it goes when the cameras are rolling. Luckily, this isn't too much work, this part. I just have to... I heard it. I heard the drive spin up. I think it's not plugged in all the way. Come apart nicely. Nice and easy. There we go. And Straight out. Come on. Straight out. You go. Oh, there we go. Oh, well, that's all good. Maybe this wasn't all the way. I've got the drive guard on it, so that shouldn't have been a problem. It's got power, so I'm going to say potentially maybe these wires cross the way I put the airport back. Let's try this one more time. The RAM is good. This is all good. Let's put those plugs up. The IDE is good. Plug that back in. All the way around. Why am I doing that? Okay. It's not the end of the world if I can't get the disk drive to open, because you can manually do it pretty easily by just turning the gears yourself. I'd like it to work though. I think that would be cool. And I'll try zapping the PRAM as well. That might help me. Because we heard it. We heard it when we booted it. It was like, because I could hear the drive going. So I know that the drive is doing something. It's getting power. It's spun up. I'm kind of hinging on this to work because I really want to have my boss let me do a vintage Mac section at the store. And this was one of those things that was in the back room. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, see if it appears on chill out, 20Es. You dog. What's he talking about? Okay, I'm gonna risk just trying to boot this thing without the bottom cover on. RAM should be fine. Mouse and keyboard. I had it all working completely yesterday, so I know that there is a functioning pattern in here. I just have to make sure it's all. Yeah, that's the drive right there. That's the drive spinning. Why can't it open the eject device now? It worked perfectly yesterday. What is getting in the way here? I need something to kind of pick it open with. And look. Okay. Look. See? It worked. Woo! It's open! And it doesn't know close. Okay. We'll give this a shot. Let's try Cheetah. Because that would be the one that would recognize a 2 terabyte drive. Lock, Mac, boot, and option. I'm gonna go ahead and stop that recording because that's probably huge. Yeah, 30 gigs. The streamer curse. It really is, man, because it's not picking up anything. It picked up the CD last time I put it in. So let me try zapping the PRAM, and I guess we'll... Oh, there, look, see? It's reading. And it's spun down. One more. Okay. Okay, that sounds like the disk drive. Or the CD drive. My phone died? No, it's still live. I'm just a little goblin. I think the Wi-Fi stopped. It's trying. The drive is really trying. Okay. Yeah, an iMac is a new product from Microsoft Bimbos. Okay. What is your malfunction, dude? You worked perfectly. I want to say there's a possibility that maybe this is not a recognized thing. Like, I think OS Cheetah might have come on a CD instead of a DVD. So let's try Tiger, because this is a DVD super drive. So let's try my Tiger install. And I made spares of my originals because I just really didn't want to send those into here. Locked in. Seriously. This thing really is camera shy right now. Before, a little DVD would show up right there. And it sounds like it's spinning up and then quitting. And then spinning up and then quitting. We have to go back in. So for those of you who are late to the stream, this is a great opportunity to see me do all of this dumb shit over again. Oh shit, oh, I left the Tiger disc in there, whatever, it'll be fine. Let me put this back in the Cheetah folder. I love macOS nicknames. They're so cool. All right. Back into the depths we go. I have to see. Needs a little oil on the motor. Close it. Yeah. No, it's not the belt, because I opened it literally yesterday, and the belt was fine. It opened back and forth. I did it like 4 or 5 times without issue. So it's not that. Something about the addition of the hard drive is upsetting it, and I don't really know why. Oh, and if you want to back me up and maybe do some research on your end, be much appreciated. G4, iMac, disk drive spinning up and then quitting. Can't open device. Can't open device is usually a sign it's not connected. That's the craziest thing. Like, this seems like the system doesn't detect the drive. The drive gets power, so that's good. So maybe the IDE cable on the drive is jacked up. I'm not sure. Could be a power draw issue then. Maybe. This is a pretty nuts drive from the way it sounds inside. Like this hard drive, we plugged it in, it mounted, so like we tested on another system to make sure beforehand, and it mounted just fine. God, I hate the people that designed this computer, man. These guys were actually some freaking monsters, dude. Okay. So I need to identify if there's any kind of reason that a cable could be crimped or not plugged all the way in, or for some other reason not doing what it's supposed to. So, sorry, airport. Out you come. And then the power supply. It's a hot board already. These power PCs, I don't think people understand the thermals on these things, man. They used to be bad. So come on out. Like these computers ran so freaking hot. It's actually unbelievable. Okay. So first thing I want to check is my IDE looks good. Did I have it plugged in correctly? Yes, it did. Power supply is good. Don't mess with the ground. Ground myself. Oh, look at this. This RAM didn't go all the way in. Let me reseat this. I wonder if RAM not being seated properly could adversely affect it. Oh, look, I can just check. And all of the power cables are in correctly right here. That IDE is there. The hard drive is relatively where it's supposed to be. This is straight, and the drive thing came out. I really cannot imagine what is wrong with this thing. Maybe that crimped IDE underneath. Haven't worked on one of these before, but I want to because it seems pretty challenging. Yeah, it was this is kind of a pain. It's not so much challenging as it is just kind of just irritating. It's frustrating because stuff will just not work right, and you can't really figure out why. Or you'll have to work around all these tiny little irritating parts that all stick out, and then your little screws will fall in, and you don't want to cause a short, so you gotta go digging for the screws and all the different sizes and these tight corners. You have to squeeze stuff in, and honestly, the first time I pulled this out, I really thought I broke something when I was working in here, because it was just like actual sound. It's a real sound that exists on this earth. Where's the last one, you piece of shit? Come here. This little screw down here scares me too, because it is really stripped. There's going to be a point where I need to take something apart. If I don't get this machine fixed, I'm going to have to, like, I want to fix this and I want it gone. Someone else's problem. They do not want to work on it when that thing ends up stripped. Oh, there's the little eject button. Assholes hit it, man. And gotta grab it, and you just kind of give it some love. Please come out of the machine. Like, what is it even getting caught on? I do this over and over again, and I can't ever figure out what it's stuck on when it's doing this. See, like those aren't good sounds, dude. Those are not good sounds to hear. And I'm just getting a little bit fed up with this mechanism. There we go. So I have a suspicion that maybe the way that I crimped this cable is just, it's not liking. So I'm going to replug that. And that looks good. All the way. Come on. Okay. Literally, everything in here looks good. Every single thing. It's actually pretty clean inside this dome. It's just the matter of why is it being a little bitch? A heatsink hinge doesn't sound like a good design. It wasn't. Well, you know the heatsink on here? This is the heatsink for the CPU, and they put the thermal paste here. It's a little ridiculous. Okay, we're going to put this thing back together from the beginning. We're going to triple check every little cable and every little wire and make sure it's getting power and make sure the hard drive does what it's supposed to. It's the back of the drive. Oh, front yard got a little chewed up coming out of there. God, I hate that they made it. Look, they made it too. If you didn't have the screws, the hard drive just slides out, man. It's unbelievable. Oh, okay. Here's a little life hack we could do. Computer people are going to hate me for this. I love tape. I think tape is awesome. And I'm going to grab a spot where there's obviously no breathing holes. And I'm just going to put a little piece of tape. Just like that. Just to hold that son of a bitch. Oh! I don't even have a way to cut the tape. I made the tape too long. There we go. Okay, little piece of tape there. Little piece of tape there. I have to use blue painter's tape. Do those drives work at one time? Yeah, they did. I put a disk in the disk drive and it actually read it yesterday. And the disk drive opened itself and shut itself. And the hard drive we plugged in and it mounted and we saw that it was empty. It could be a wacky hard drive, sure. Like, it could be bad, but like, I don't know, it seems weird that it's now unable to open its own disk drive, which is what I find a little sussy. So we're going to give this another shot. And you know what I feel like too? It might have been the way that I oriented these cables, because I kind of twisted them last second instead of ahead of time, just making sure they were like that. That could have contributed, possibly. So now we just put this thing back in perfectly straight, the same way it came out. The hard drive is actually where it's supposed to be, which is a good sign. We are a little bit stuck here. That's the lid to the disk drive. So I kind of just have to kind of jimmy it. Just having fun. We're just having fun, okay? Come on. Come on, little guy. Go back where you belong. In the computer. Because I remember I actually took some care last time to make sure that the IDE cable was lined up correctly. And I'm low-key suspicious that maybe that helped. And all those cables are good. I mean, it's like lined up properly. It's just stuck on something. I think it's this drive door, and there's a little bit of adjustment needed to go back in the damn machine. There you go. I bent it. Uh-oh. It's fine. It's fine. And that's supposed to be there. That little gap. Those exist, I think. Okay. Let's try this again. And if this doesn't work, I'm a little bit kind of exhausted, and I might have to call it quits on this project just because of the amount of stress that comes from trying to make these stupid things power on. Electronics are the worst. Like when you just can't figure out what the problem is, it's so irritating. It's just so irritating. Sometimes IDE hard drives can cause weird power draw issues in PowerPC. Experienced this stuff while working on my TI book. Tape the IDE. It's too late. I'm not getting this thing out again. It's kind of now or never. I guess I could get a FireWire cable, you know, and just because I can boot. We have another Mac right next to it where it's going on the shelf. That I could boot. I could target disk, you know, and fix it, you know, update it that way. But I'd have to get a FireWire cable because we don't have any more. Because freaking Arthur threw them away. Nice job, by the way. Didn't think he'd ever need those again. Take the long way home. Take the long way home. All right, little buddy. Time for you to go home. I'm praying. I'm begging. Okay, I couldn't get the Apple job. That's fine. You can have that one, God. Give me this. Give me this. Come on. You took my grandma this morning. Took my great grandma home. That's cool. You have her now. Fuck. This is the... Oh, that's the stripped one. Okay, no more. No more pushing it. I think that's pretty stable. Okay. Now, we connect the airport, and then we line up the parts. This airport is really just a little son of a bitch, dude. Where does it belong? I'm putting it there. IDE is in properly. Come on, power supply cable. You're the last one. You had all the time to get ready for this. Okay? And now what are you doing? There we go. Take the long way home. I'm begging. The electric screwdriver's MVP for the sheer amount of time that guy has saved today. Yeah, seriously. Not even playing. This thing is a miracle. You know what though? I cut myself. I cut myself multiple times inside the computer. Sick. Didn't even realize. Now whoever gets this computer has a little bit of my blood forever. They kind of own me in a sense. It's kind of cool. Haven't really found much about the drive idea. That's cool, man. Thank you for looking. And yeah, these things do.
They have a little bite. Sometimes they take a chunk of your hand. Yes, a little chunk of your hand. A peanut chick of your own. Yes, a peanut chick of your own. Yes.
Regardless of how this turns out, this is the last time I'm getting in this computer. So, if you want a happy life computer, I would suggest complying. What is this? 56 minutes. I thought I might have had a... There you go. Did you guys hear about Tim Cook? He's got a crazy lady stalking him, saying that he's the father of her children. Showing up at his house and shit. Kind of cool. Wish girls wanted to be like that. I shouldn't say that. It's gonna be karma. One someday. Okay. Okay, the drive is in properly. It's all lined up, should be able to open. From what I know, either something's taking the power from it. It could be that hard drive. It very well could be. There's a possibility. Let's see if we can get some life out of this. It could have been a bad stick of RAM, the way that RAM was in there. It wasn't like stuck all the way down. So, you never know. This was gonna, we do repair videos at this place, at least we do now. And this was gonna be one of them, but if I can't get it working, then I straight up don't know if I can even post that. Can't open a jack device. Well, shoot. It didn't work. Ew. It's got to be that it's got to be that stupid thing. Damn it. I'm really sad, man. I put a lot of work into this. And I got it all fixed and everything yesterday. It can't be the way I'm putting it back together. I know that. Because I've done this so many times now. It's got to be like that hard drive is sucking the power. What is up with this Wi-Fi, dude? Am I still streaming? Yeah, I'm still streaming. Goblin. I'm a little goblin guy. Let's see if the OS 9 CD shows up. Because if not, that'll just be the end of the stream at this point. Damn it. Well, We don't have any firewire cables, so I'm kind of at a loss here. I don't know if I can fit, if this is going to happen today. The only thing I can think of is that dumb fucking... See the fan spin? That dumb fucking hard drive is probably screwing me. Okay, here's what we'll do. Okay, well, my internet's dying too. I have not heard of Druga Gaga Guga. Yeah, I took that out. I have no clue, man. And you know what? The internet just died here too, so I lost the chat. I think that's it for today's repair. Well, fuck. I don't know. Let me see. Can I connect to a different Wi-Fi? No. I almost fucked this whole thing. Still going, okay. Discord died too. The whole internet is gone. The whole internet is just down. Okay. Let's try something else. If new issues appeared after installing, it's likely the HDD. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So what I want to do is I want to try doing this all over again. And seeing if it'll open without the hard drive. Because I'm wondering if the hard drive is chewing it up. I mean, shit, I wish I had a FireWire. Yep, shutting down the internet. I wish I had a freaking FireWire. I should have ordered one. Then I could just target disk install. And the thing is, this doesn't really have Mac OS recovery, as far as I'm aware. So I can't see if the hard drive works. Oh, man. This is rough. Trying to decide if I really want to do this again. There's also NetBoot. How do I NetBoot? Do I have to... Oh, fuck. Do I have to, like... I have to make a NetBoot server? I'm done. I'm over this. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll come back to it another day. But for now, I'll get a cable and I'm just going to call it. I'm over this, fellas. We tried. Man, I wish I could. I'm gonna keep going a little bit longer. Hold on. I'm not gonna open this machine up anymore. But there has to be some way I can finagle this. I don't think this has a recovery. I don't think this has a recovery, right? This doesn't. There's no way. Command R doesn't. No, it doesn't do anything. What disc is in there right now? Fuck, I got them confused. I didn't label my discs. And also, one of them is missing. Wait, was Cheetah in here? Okay. Oh, this is Tiger then. This is a fat fuck. I hear it. I hear it spinning. iMac G4. SMU. Let's try resetting the SMU. Fuck, they took the page down. Okay. Shut down the computer, unplug it, locate the small button on the motherboard labeled PMU reset. I'm not going back in there. I'm not going back in there, no. Hold down Option. Yeah, it should show up. Fuck. It's not. It should be in here. There should be a disc showing up like it did yesterday. Damn it. Fuck, I've wasted like an hour trying to get this guy going. Fuck, I was so close too. I had the disc working and no hard drive. Now I have a hard drive, no disc. It's killing me. Set the HDD to slave. How do I do that? Set HDD to slave. Oh, this might be the source of one of my problems. Okay. Okay, fuck me. We have to go back in, guys. Get this. We have to go back in. I think I know what the problem is. The hard drive might not be set to slave. So IDE has a master-slave setup. You have to have a master and you have to have a slave when two things are on the same cable. I think the hard drive and the disk drive are both masters, and I think that is what's causing my problem. I think the hard drive, you can't have two, so I think the hard drive is pulling the whole it's taking basically the whole data line. Oh, fuck me, fuck me. Yeah, IDE. You have to open it and set a jumper. Fuck me. Okay, well, you know, I got 3 more hours of work. Why not? Why not? This is going to be like the 5th time today that I've pulled this stupid case apart. Ugh. I've never opened a hard drive. What do I have to do? Hey. Christ. This again. There we go. Oh, shit. I definitely bent some I.O. just now. I just jacked up the Ethernet. No, I didn't. We're good. We're good. It's okay. Okay. Man, it's hot in here. See, I only booted it like a couple times, and it's just hot. Take the long way home. God damn, why is this so stuck in there now? All of a sudden, this time it's really hard to get the power supply cable out. There we go. Let's get this over with. Fuck. Not this again. Change your name to, should be a completely sterile environment. You can end up with bad sectors. This thing, guaranteed, already has the worst sectors you've seen in a hard drive. No worries, dude. I'm not worried about bad sectors. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't need to actually open it up that much. I just need to get the, you know, I just need to set the thing to master/slave. I don't know where those pins are, but I'm sure I could find them. I'm sure they're not inside the computer. They wouldn't. Apple wouldn't do that to me. Apple wouldn't do that to me. Not me. Not Cole Perrine. No. They wouldn't dare. They love me. They won't hire me, but they love me. Okay, let's see. Here we go. All over again. I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate taking this thing out. The view is pretty cool though. Yeah, the computer is pretty freaking cool inside, to be honest. This image should be helpful. I'm sure it's very helpful. What does this always get stuck on? I cannot imagine. Maybe the fucking door to the drive? And then how do you suggest that I get that out? I just pull? I just scream? I don't know. This is, God, I hate this. I hate this so much. This is, I'm getting angry, man. I'm getting angry. I'm a little angry guy. I'm a little grumpy guy. I think it probably has Drive? You freak? What are you stuck on? What are you stuck on? What is this stupid thing caught on? I hate this. I hate this so much. This is just terrible. I've created my own worst enemy because I taped the hard drive in, and now I can't get the. I'm getting really frustrated. I'm getting very, very frustrated and angry at this. I'm getting really mad. Will, tell some jokes in the comments. Keep the people entertained. You won't like the goblin when he's angry. And let me tell you, sister, the goblin's pretty pissed right now. There we go. Lord almighty. Jeez. This is just... What a freaking hellscape experience this is. Working in this machine. It just... And this dumb fucking plastic that they put at the bottom here. Fucking Molex. Let me say for the record, also, I hate Molex. I hate unplugging Molex connectors. There's got to be an easy way to... Worms! Oh, I love worms. Oh, beautiful worm. Okay. I learned the hard way not to get angry at it. Is your daughter going to grow up to be a tech guru too? I have a cute photo of her trying to work on a computer with me. Okay. Jump or shunt? So that's what this little fucking thing is here. These are jumpers. Okay, what are the correct settings? What are these online people going to tell me? It's cool. The website's not even loading, so sick. Really sick. Really awesome. God, I'm gonna kill myself. Okay. So the DVD, should they both be slave? DVD drive is slave, but the IDE should be master. Config. The G5 tower has a drive partition on my PowerBook. Everything's okay. I don't believe slave or master denotes anything than one must one designation. So it doesn't do anything. I'm on a forum right now for those who are wondering what's going on. Cable select. Okay, there's the drive. So, something should be master. Are neither of these? Oh, what the fuck is this, man? Oh, there we go. So why is that? So are they both slave? Because there's a cutout here? Okay, so special 40 connector IDE cable that would determine master. This is different from normal IDE. So how do I know if this is a master? Oh, it's got a little thing. So maybe they both need to be slave? Maybe I need a little thing right there? This is so far beyond my reach. Okay. When connecting more than one hard drive on the same IDE controller, you have to assign one as master, one as slave. You do this by changing the jumpers. Normally the drive will have a diagram. You'll notice the picture below jumpers are circled. After changing jumpers, connect the hard drives to another one. While the inside connector connects to the slave drive. So this is the inside, so this hard drive should be a slave. Jumper settings. Oh, here we go. Standard settings. Slave on those two, and master on those two. So I just need to make this guy a okay. I'll be right back. Let me see if I have a jumper, because this might be, I might have discovered something. The hard drive is missing the jumper. Yes. The hard drive is missing the jumper, yes. What does that mean? Could that be the problem? Could I find it on another hard drive? Tell me. No, tell me, seriously. Okay, so if the hard drive has the jumper, that means it's a master then? Because this should be Jumpman.
Yeah.
Okay, so drive, so HDD and DVD drive, iMac G4, slave, master. I feel like I went over this a little bit, but like, I'm on another site right now with tutorials. When you install the optical drive, you want to set up as master. Look at the old optical hard drive and use the same jumper. Master slave. reader mentioned using Firewire target disk. Data wouldn't work if it was set to slave. So it might be that this. Oh, you know what this also could be? This could be. I think this is a 2 terabyte IDE. I can't tell. What is 20,000 megabytes? Is that 2 terabytes? No. This is a 20 gigabyte drive. So this should by all means be working. I need a jumper. I think I need to find a jumper. I can't see diagrams. Are you putting links? Because I can't see them. 20Es, Capitan. None of these hard drives have jumpers. Okay. Put the diagram on Discord. Okay. I'm back, fellas. Wow, you guys actually waited. Yeah. So right now it's a slave. But I'm trying to figure out this one's weird. This fucking disk drive is strange. Because it only has 6 pins. So 6-pin IDE slave. So slave if it has nothing. I mean, so these should be right then. This is a slave, and that has a pin on it, so it must be is it cable select? Were they both running at cable select? Or was this one running on cable select? So potentially, if I pull this up and I move it over, that will make it that'll make it a master, and this one can continue to be a slave. A master and a slave. Let's give it a shot. This is the last time I'm doing this. So if it doesn't work this time, then we're done, because I'm exhausted, and I've been pouring a lot of energy and time into this dumb fucking machine that I think is really cool. Is it furthering my skills? Not really, because all I'm doing is just troubleshooting garbage. Is it making my life any better? No. Just no. Not even a question. Thank you for the diagram, by the way, that helped. So let's just try. Let's try this layout. Oh, DVD drive is always slave, boot drive is usually master. Okay. Okay, if you insist, people of the internet. But here's a problem I have. Oh wait, no, it's not a problem. There's a diagram here. Well, okay, there is a problem, because I only have one jumper. And this thing has a weird... This thing says 2 jumpers should make it a master. So should I just wing it? Pull this out. Let me disconnect all this shit one more time. Do I just need to wing it and just try? Strange. God, I hate Molex. Come out. I'm short a jumper. That's the problem. I can't. Maybe there's a homemade solution. Maybe I can somehow make a jumper on my own, like, you know, like a DIY jumper or something. Put it on the 2 pins on the left. The dual jumper one is a compatibility thing. Okay. I just need to bend one of these pins back then, because it's bent all wacky like. Like that then. Gonna start assembling this without getting a confirmation, because I'm a moron and I'm sick of this entire project. Okay, I'm over this. I hate this now. I now hate this machine. I now despise this machine. They're also playing the Squid Game music outside right now in my job. I hate it here. I don't know why they felt compelled to play Squid Game music, but it's killing me inside. Okay. Okay, cool. So this goes, oh, okay. Keep it cool.
Take it easy.
Gonna go back into this godforsaken computer. You're gonna go back, you're gonna like it, you're gonna be happy about it, okay? You're gonna comply, you little shit. There you go. That was way more violent than I think necessary, but that reflects how I'm feeling about this entire project at this point. It's really stressing me out. Where's the stripped to all kingdom fuck one? Because that's the one that needs to have the most care. If this doesn't do it, I'm gonna probably drive into a tree. All the cables looking good. And I see the power. The board is fine. Okay. Thank you for sticking with me, folks. Dude, just set it together while testing. I can't. Maybe that would have been wise advice, I think, for earlier in this struggle. But I'm at the point where I have to get to work on other projects for work. And I don't have the time. I don't have the time to do this again. I don't have the time to try and boot it. I'm just going to put it back together. If it works, then it works, hooray. Scream and vomit all over ourselves. But if it doesn't, then it's just not going to work. And maybe, I mean, you know, we're still selling these, you know, so we're selling all this equipment. So maybe someone will come by who says, oh, I used to work on G4s. Oh, I love this machine. But then they can fix it. Not me. They can buy it and they can fix it. Louisville residents, looking at you. Jerks it over like that. Stick that dumbass copper tape back down. This has just been an actual ordeal. I feel like I need therapy after this. I need therapy. I hope this works. It would be satisfying to make this machine work. It would feel really good. I mean it. I'm human. I can only take so much. And this has been more than I can handle. I'm emotionally unstable after this project, and I will perish. There was like a second too where I thought, oh, maybe it's the PRAM battery, but I got this thing working without a PRAM battery, without a good PRAM battery. So it's not. They crammed so much into this machine. It's just a feat. It really is a feat to behold, man. Just the state of these dumbass fucking black connectors in here. I don't even know if those are on right, but it'll click and stay if it is. Okay, cool. All right, folks. Drum roll, please. Countdown to the final fucking. Man, if you wanted to ship this thing all the way to the UK, we could talk later. I don't know. It'd probably have to be like air, right? Like UPS, next day air. Have to fly this overseas. iMac surgery. Yep. Hey, Nip-Nap. We're suffering all together. We're all suffering. Okay. Here we go. This is the last time. What a really shitty journey this has been. Journey full of pain, suffering, agony. He's tempted. The Brit says he's tempted. Or are you you have an accent. It's not quite, at least Londoner. Can't open eject device. Oh. Okay. Oh! That's the fucking noise! That's the fucking noise! That's the grindy sound. It makes this weird, kooky grinding sound for some reason, but there's a disc. Okay. Guess we want to boot off the CD. And it's spinning up. I think it's reading. Let's see. Okay. Okay, a little question mark on a floppy disk. What does that mean? Let's see, okay. Oh, the hard drive needs to be formatted with OS 9 drivers. Okay, so here we go. This is good. It won't eject. But it read the disk. And it's just not seeing a hard drive with drivers. Okay. This is progress, because I hear the hard drive. Yeah, the drive is not great. That's why I burned copies of my discs. Okay. We're going to pick this thing open. We're going to get this little boy out, this OS 9 disk. And we're going to put in the Cheetah disk. Okay. It's behaving like it did before. Weird. So look, it picked up an OS 9 disk, but it doesn't even sound like it's trying to read Doesn't look like it's trying to read that other one. I'm really stuck here. I'm doing all I can for this poor thing. You know? I'm really doing all I can. I'm really trying to help this little machine, and it's fighting me at every turn. Maybe I'm using the wrong formatted disk. Let's see. What does this read? Interesting. So this might, I don't know. Let's try holding down C. True. Fix some bitches. Okay. Well, folks, I'm gonna have to call it here for the stream. I have to run out. I think what I can do is this one might potentially be it read the CD. It wouldn't read the DVD. So we could have a Mac that doesn't read DVDs on our hands. And I made, foolishly, I made DVD installs. I made DVD installs on that machine. And this might only take CDs. So I might have to go home and make an install CD for OS. This is Power Mac 4,2. We're in open firmware. Eject. Can't open eject device. That's fine. Let's check out the specs on this guy. Optical. It's a 2x super drive, so it can load a DVD minus R. Okay, that might be my problem. I don't think this will read. Let's see. Okay, this might be my next hurdle. What year is this? Yeah, this is 2002. This was built on March 16th, 02. It turns 20 in a couple months. I think I need to make a CD with Cheetah on it. I don't think this will read DVD plus R. I think that's my problem. So we'll have to come back to this But I think I didn't fuck up. I think I actually did okay. That's that hard drive running in there. That sounds about right. Yeah. Probably is a CD only one. No, it does DVD, but it'll only do DVD minus R. And I wrote these on CD plus or DVD plus R. Whatever the fuck that means. I still don't know what the plus and the minus mean, but I think that's our problem. So I'll come back to this tomorrow. Whatever. I might post about it. For those who can't join the Discord if you want to keep up. I'll keep updating my journey with this computer on there. The Discord should be in the description. Otherwise, that is going to be it for the stream. Let's just put these back. The dark secrets they don't tell you. It's a format war within a format. Is R for right? No, because so like RW means it can be rewritten. R means it can only be written once. So if you write to an RW DVD, you can overwrite it. I believe that's how that works. You can burn over top of it and basically use one DVD to convey lots of different mediums. And then like the older and cheaper just R can't be rewritten. It can only be burned one time. And once you burn it, that's it. There's no rewriting. Whatever's on it is permanently on it. You can't erase it. You can't do any of that jazz. That's as far as I understand. I don't know what plus R and plus minus are. There's also plus minus. Yeah, see? There is a plus minus R. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. Let's pick this open real quick and get my disc back out. So tomorrow's project for me will be, well, tonight's project is going to be go home, make a disc for this piece of shit, like a CD. And honestly, I mean, so you can kind of see, I don't know if it'll show up on this. You can look, RW can only be written to a max amount of times, that's like 4 to 6. Well, still, it's better than 0. This disc, if you look underneath it, you can see that ring. Do you see that ring, that light ring near the center here? That's the amount of data that was written to the disc. This is nothing. So hopefully, I should be able to fit Cheetah on a CD. Tiger just might not be for today. And that's okay. We made progress. Unfortunately, there's no way in open firmware to check if there's a functioning hard disk. So if I ended up pouring myself into this and I get nothing out of it, well, it happens. Okay, thanks for tuning into the stream, fellows. Thanks for hanging out with me. I now work for this company called BAM Liquidation, B-A-M. And this, if I'm able to install macOS on this and actually get it running and I know I did it right, then I will, there'll be a repair video up on that channel. I have a post going up tomorrow to explain, and I put one on my Twitter today. But that's what I'm doing lately. I have to work full time. What a blast. Okay. See you guys later. Thank you for coming. Vavoom.